I do not like horror movies. I do not enjoy them. I do not understand their popularity, and I generally do everything in my power to avoid seeing them in the first place, much less actually writing and recording and editing and uploading reviews of them, generally. Still, when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was hyped, because I like book adaptations. As such, I decided to make a departure from my habit of avoiding horror movies like the plague. So, is The Last Voyage of the Demeter, great title by the way, any good? And the answer is yes. Amazingly, miraculously, The Last Voyage of the Demeter is a blast. In 1897, the merchant ship the Demeter sets sail from southern Europe to London, transporting cargo, several large crates full of earth. Things begin to go very wrong on the ship very quickly. Rats go missing, livestock is annihilated, crew members vanish. Will the Demeter make it to London? No. No, she will not, because Dracula is on the ship, which means the crew will never leave it. The production values of this $45 million movie are excellent. The Demeter is a fantastic set piece. I was also very impressed with Dracula's design. It's a mostly practical suit, which I think is very, very cool to see in 2023. Javier Botet's portrayal of the vampire is truly terrifying. This is an animalistic, feral, monstrous Dracula, as deformed on the outside as he is on the inside, with only shreds of his true intelligence apparent. The rest of the cast is great as well. Liam Cunningham is fantastic and turns in a really moving performance, even if he is now doomed to be typecast as ship captains until the end of time. Corey Hawkins essentially plays the lead. He's excellent. David Dastmalchian is on top form as always. This guy's range is incredible, and he's everywhere these days. Ant-Man, Dune, The Boogeyman, Oppenheimer. Give this man a leading role already, Hollywood. Oh, and child actor Woody Norman is most likely going to have a great career ahead of him. One thing that this movie has that so many other movies fail to capture is atmosphere. It's so very gothic and so very apt. I also appreciated this movie's runtime. It's just under 2 hours, and that is deeply appreciated because the pacing is excellent. So many movies today are bloated as hell, and even the best and enjoyable of these longer movies, such as Dead Reckoning, can really grate after a while, but The Last Voyage of the Demeter sticks around just long enough for you to remember it. There was one thing that I was most nervous about, which would definitely be the tone of the movie. Again, I do not like horror movies, and I try to stay away from R-rated movies in general because I mislike blood spraying everywhere to me. But The Last Voyage of the Demeter impressed me again with how well the thought was. Sorry about the pun. Just couldn't help myself. Good many R movies take advantage of the rating to just keep the whole film full of blood and guts. Looking at you, Enfield. But despite its material, The Last Voyage of the Demeter is surprisingly restrained. Make no mistake, there is blood in this movie, but a realistic amount of blood. It's not gory for the sake of being gory. I like that. The same is true of the scares, which are spaced out and actually feel natural to the plot. They fit the atmosphere of the movie. They make sense for the monster in question, being essentially a stalking predator of a creature. So, in my opinion, The Last Voyage of the Demeter is a great movie, a solid 8.5 out of 10. I would really like this movie to do well enough to greenlight a sequel, so please do go out and see it. It would be a real shame if this movie bombed, because, make no mistake, it is great. Thanks for watching, and I will be back soon.